how are you? Today we are going to have a go at Back on the Chain Gang by the Pretenders. This is an excellent tune for rhythm guitar playing, and there's also some lead lines which we'll look at as well. So you start off, you're in regular tuning. I've got it in the middle position here. Nice and jangle. First chord we've got is a D add 9, so we've got D, F sharp, A and D, which is 0, 11, 10 and 0. And we're actually going to start on the 2. So we're going to get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then on the and we're actually going to move down to A. So it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the basic strumming is down, down, up, down, up. Okay? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that really remains for the whole song. So let's kick that off again. The very first time only, it starts on the 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, the fourth bar, we're going to play G with a B bass. Sorry, that third chord there was E minor 7, 0, 2, 0, 0, 3, 0. Then we're going to go to a G with a B bass, which basically is like that, except we're starting on the B. And we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, when we make this chord here, this D sus2, instead of making it like you normally might, just like a D with the second finger lifted up, what we're actually going to do is after the E minor 7, the G with a B bass, instead of putting your first finger there, put your second finger there, because after you play the 1 and 2 and, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, it just makes it easier to get back up with your second finger is already on the G string. So that goes from the 2nd to the 11th fret. Okay, and then your first finger drops here at 10, and off you go again. So that last little section is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. See what I mean? 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay. Then the verse comes around and we're just going to play roughly the same chords but just in an open position. So we're going to go D, down, down, up, then A major, down, down, up, and then E minor 7, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then that repeats 4 times. It's pretty straightforward, that bit. Alright, then we're going to get to the chorus. We hit E minor 7, down, down, up, and then A, down, down, up. Then we have this fantastic line which you hear in between the vocal lines, and it's going to go, we're going to play an E minor 7, so we've got 2, 0, 3, 0, and we're going to play 1, and then our little finger is going to go on G on the top string, so it's going to be 1 and 2, let's collect that, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3, so far we've had 3 downs, 1 and 2 and 3, and then we're going to put our second finger on F sharp just underneath. We're going to come up, and then we're going to take our second finger off, leaving the E open. So far we've had 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, let's just try that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then we have 4 ups, all on the offbeat. So we're going to get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what happens there is that you basically get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now I'm already here, which is an A7 sus4 if I strike the A string. Okay, A7 sus4, and we're going to go up, then an A7, which is 2, 0, 2, and then take your finger off. It's like an A7 sus2, I'm not really sure, some kind of 9 chord. And and then back on. So you basically get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? Then the first time ending, so in the first chorus we get another bar of E minor 7, and then back into those open super strummy chords that we had at the very beginning of the song. D, A, D, A. And then it goes around, goes back to the verse, goes through that chorus again. Now, what happens in the second chorus is effectively those 4 bars we played before, where we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, and it repeats that. And then up into D. The 12th bar of chorus 2, that lead line kicks off again. We'll come to that after we've dealt with all the chords. I'll put a timestamp in the video for it. Okay, so then we basically play the lead line, and then we get to the bridge, which is in the saddest of all keys, D minor. So we've gone from being in D major, and now we're going to be in D minor. So what we play is we play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that is, you're playing a D minor chord here. You can play it. I like to do that because other songs I've learned. That kind of thing is useful, but you don't have to use your little finger, use your third finger. Up to you, man. Chrissy won't come around your house and tell you off. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Alright? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Pretty straightforward. So we've got D minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A7. Down, down, up, down, up. Alright. So that happens 4 times. And then we have this really cool little guitar lick thing. And it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And now this time it's kind of the mirror image. It's an like an A7 with a flat 13. I know, jazz. So 1 and 2 and 3 and. So we're just playing 1. I've got 2, 0, 2, 1 here. So 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay. Then we go back to the D minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That happens 4 times. Aeroplanes, man. And then we have 1 extra bar of A7, sorry, after we've gone round D minor A7 4 times, and that goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then it changes key. We're going to hit E. Okay, now E is E, that low E, 9, 9, 7. So it's a bit like an E sus2. And then we're going to play a B, which is 9, 8, 7. And then we're going to go down to A. You basically have 2 bars of that. However, if you want to be a smarty pants and try and catch the line that happens on top of the guitar, we can actually kind of manage that by playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and. So what I played there was an A major 7, an A major, and then that E chord. Jeez. It must be peak holiday time here in Sydney. Okay, so we can play 9907. We can play 9977. Okay, so this doesn't actually happen in the song, right? But I just think you can get that. Sounds really, really cool. Okay, then we get to the final chorus, which is basically A and B, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we play exactly the same riff that we had when we were playing in the other key. So we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'm basically barring my first finger across the second fret. My little finger is going here on 5, stretchy, I know. So we're going to go 1, and this pattern is exactly the same. Down, 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 up, down. And then we've got the second bar, which basically is a B7 sus4, and it goes up, B7, up, whatever that chord is, they're open. So we've basically got 4, 2, 2, and then back up. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that is the end, and then it has you another bar of A, and then the play out basically is a bar of E major and a bar of B major. Kind of a bit like the vibe of Animal's song House of the Rising Sun, you know. So where we're playing 1 and 2 and kind of that roll. And then it fades out, and that is the end of the song. So I actually completely forgot to do the lead line, so this is a few days after. So we're going to hit 7, 7, 7, 7, 5, and then slide to 10. So that's the first phrase. Second phrase, slide into 10, play it 3 times. Play 8 with your first finger. 7. Hit 5 again, then bend. 6, 7. So. That's the first time round. Now the second time round, just before the kind of verse singing starts, instead of going playing the note, and then it bends up, and then that's it. So thanks very much for watching my video here. I hope that has been useful for you. If you would like further videos like this one where I get straight to the point, we try and have some tabs on the screen, please subscribe by clicking the bell and press subscribe rather, then click the bell, and every Saturday morning you will have a lesson, and sometimes in between those Saturdays I'll put one up in the middle too. I hope, like I said, this helps. If you've got any questions, please just put one in the comments. I'll always answer you. And if you're interested in any of the gear or the sounds that I have a look in the description. And there's a whole bunch of links to the stuff that I have here in my little room. So thanks again, and I will see you next time. All the best. Cheers.